Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Volts. I am a personal finance teacher at St. Clair High School in St. Clair, Michigan, and it's tax season. A lot of teachers are looking for interactive ways to teach students more about taxes. One activity that I really like from the NGPF resources is the comparing tax forms in their purpose. Prior to having students fill out 1040 forms, which there is another activity called Calculate Complete a 1040, before I do that, I have students complete this activity, which is a way for them to figure out the different purposes of different tax forms. The activity, as it's written, I change a little bit. So the activity as it's written gives students the purpose of the forms, and then they match it up with the different types of tax forms. I change this a bit. I should tell you that I teach mostly 12th grade students, and my classes are about 55 minutes in length. This activity, as I adapt it, it takes about 55 minutes for students to complete. So instead of having them just match them up, I give the workload to the student. So I created a slide that looks a little something like this. And what I have students do is create a graphic organizer. And this can be done in many different ways. You can use a online web tool to create a graphic organizer, which I'll give you some examples of, or you can have students just use like some markers and paper and go tech free. But instead of giving them the purpose and just using it as a matching activity, I have them do a little bit of research. So their task is to take those same forms that are listed in the activity, the 1040, the W-2, the W-4, the 1099, and the I-9, and they do a little bit of research and find out when they're supposed to complete that or when they get the tax form, what's the purpose of it, and are there any other important guidelines that they should know. So they can choose, I usually have them partner up. As you can see, my classroom is somewhat flexible in nature, so I'll either assign them a partner or they'll work with somebody that they're sitting with at their table group, and they will create and do some of the research on their own. A few tech tools that you can use to do this that I have used in the past and like is Google Draw. Google Draw is really a blank slate where students can use all sorts of formats to create a graphic organizer. Or if you've never used Canva, Canva has some templates here on the left-hand side. It's a free resource that you can use, and they have some graphic organizer templates. Other ways that I've done this, honestly, is just giving students like big, large sheets of construction paper and some markers, and even as 12th graders, they enjoy that just because it's a bit tech-free. So that's one way that I customize the NGPF resources. I've taken this and put a little twist on it and had students do some research. After they've done this activity, then we move on and we calculate the 1040 forms and we use the activity that is there. The Facebook Fanatics group is a wonderful way to share how you maybe alter and change and incorporate different NGPF activities in the classroom. They're very customizable, and it is a great resource if you're not already part of the group.